Hello guys, my name is Joseph AGK OG, and tonight I'm going to keep you company. Our topic of discussion tonight is how to find the interest rate, otherwise known as the return on investment. You will recall that in my previous lectures here, when we were doing a future value and present value, we have four variables used. Now, those four variables are present value, future value, interest rate, and number of periods. Number of periods can be number of years, number of days, number of months. And when you look at the formula for present value, you can see that the four variables are here. Type is not a variable, so we don't count it. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, one. If you are calculating present value, we need these four variables: 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are calculating future value, we also need the four variables: 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but this time around, we're looking for the variable I, which is the interest rate or rate of return on invested capital. So there are two ways we can find it. Actually, three, but we'll be using two ways. The first method is using the formula method, which you can see on my screen. Let's try an example. Suppose that you can buy a US Treasury bond that makes no payment until the bond matures 10 years from now, at which time it will pay you $1,000. What interest rate would you earn if you bought this bond for $585.43? So we do this using the formula method and the spreadsheet method using Excel. For the formula method, first of all, we list our values. Present value is amount you invested, which is $585.43. Future value is how much it will pay you, which is $1,000. How many years? And which is 10 years. And you use this formula. The formula is here. PV times, in parentheses, 1 plus I to the power n equals FV, where PV is the present value, FV is future value. Number 1 is a part of the formula. I represent the interest rate, and n represents the number of years. So our present value is 585.43. You put it here, so you can see it right here. Then our the one in parentheses, 1 plus I to the power n, will be written as 1 plus I to the power n. Our n is 10. I, we don't know. That is actually what we are looking for. I equals the future value. Then it becomes an equation, which is read as 585.43 times parentheses 1 plus I to the power 10 equals 1,000. So we solve for I. Now, from algebra, you know that to make this part stay by itself, to isolate this part, which is what you need to do first, you divide both sides by 585.43. So if we divide this part by 585.43, this will cancel out. This will cancel out 584.43. So they will cancel out. So we'll be left with this. Because 585.43 divide itself, you will left cancel out. You will left with only this part here, which is this. Now on the right side, you have 1,000. 1,000 divided by 585.43. This we can do on a calculator. Let me write this down. 1,000 divided by 585.43. So I'll take you to my calculator so you can divide it. 1,000 divided by 585.43 give you 1.708146, but I rounded it to 3 decimal places. 708 or 1.708. You can see it on our solution. So you can have 1 plus I to the power 10 equals 1.708. So now, next is to find the square root of the 10th root, because this is raised to the power 10. So you have to find the 10th to remove this parenthesis. Find the 10th root of this number, so that we can have it. Can say find the 10th root, or 10th root of this, and do the same thing here. 10th root. Okay. So the 10th, because this is the 10th root. I'm going to write this down. 10th root. Put 10 here. So you can see that this 10 here cancel out this 10. That will give us this here. And here is it also the 10th root. So 10th root of this. That's how I wrote it in this form. 1.708 to the power 1 over 10. That means it means 10th root of this number here. Anyway, the 10th root of this cancel out this. So we have this 1 plus I left. And the 10th root of this part, maybe I'll get it from the calculator. I'll show you now from the calculator. So you have 10th root, okay, of 1.708. Give me 1.505 499.1077, which when you round it to 3 decimal places, give you 1.055. And you can see it on the screen, 1.055. So 1 plus I equals 1.055. So to find I by algebra, you subtract 1 from both sides. So I becomes 1.055 minus 1. So 1.055 minus 1. Okay, 1.055 minus 1 equals 0.055, which is you can see it here as 0.055, which is if you change it to percent, you get 5.5%. In other words, the interest rate you earn if you bought that bond, treasury bond, for $585 for 3 cents and receive $1,000, your interest rate or your rate of return is 5.5%. So you can see that this takes a longer time to do. That's why we use either Excel or we use financial calculator. Okay. So this is method 1. I will now show you method 2, which is faster. Excel. Remember, our question is suppose you can buy a US Treasury bond that makes no payment until it matures in 10 years from now, at which time you receive $1,000. What interest rate will you earn if you bought this bond for $585 for 3 cents? So now, this is the formula we use. Rate. We use the rate formula in Excel. This is how it is written. Rate equals number of periods, payment, present value, future value. In our own case, amount you paid is the present value. So PV is 585.43, and you receive, which is future value, $1,000. Payment, there's no payment until it matures, so write 0. I'm writing them down so I can put it in Excel. Now, what else we need? We also need the number of years is 10 years, and type. You are paid at the end of 10 years, so your type will be 0. So we can go in Excel and insert this so we can get our results. You will see it here. Number of periods is 10 years. Payment, there's no payment. Present value is how much you invested. Now, how much invested? Remember, you have to put the sign that will show the direction of the cash flow. $585 you invested represents more than leaving your pocket. So you put it with negative sign, 585, 584, 85, 0.43, and then future values, you receive $1,000. Type 0 because no payment until the end of the 10 years. Now let us calculate the rate. Remember the formula. It says equals rate. The type in N, comma, PMT, comma, PV, comma, FV, which is future value, comma, and then type. Doing that, we'll have it in this form. Equals rate, opening parenthesis, 10 years. You can see them right here. Number of periods, which is 10 years, comma, payment, comma, present value, comma, future value, comma, then the type, it will give you 0 for end of period, so 0. Then close the parenthesis, then press the enter key. 6%. Why 6%? Because it rounded it. If you make it 2 decimal places, it will give you 5.5%, which is the same thing we got when we use the formula method. As you can see here, you have it here, and I have it on the section for formula method, 5.5%. Or here, 5.5%. So this is basically how it works. You can determine the rate of investment. What is the rate of return using this method. Now I'm going to show you one more thing on this. Like here, it says here at 1 minute. Make sure you are seeing this. Okay, it says here, assume that the present value of an investment is $1,000. The future value is $1,403, and the time period is 5 years. What compound interest rate will be earned in this investment? Okay, let me write this down. The present value is $1,000. How much it was invested, so it would be money leaving the pocket. Future value is 1,403. Payment, no payment until mature, 0. Number of years is 5 years. Type is 0. So you want to know how much is the return at the end on this investment. So we go over here. Now, since we have already done this calculation, we can just do this new question. We call it new question. Okay. Okay. Make sure you're seeing this. So we type in present number of years is 5 years. No payment. Present value, the amount invested is negative 1,000. Future value is amount you receive 1,403. Type is 0. So we can now good thing is they said that when you do the first calculation, the second calculation, since you already have the formula, you can just copy it and it will give you the result. For example, if you look at here, if you draw the if you copy this here to calculate and give you the answer right here, 7%. And if you make it 2 decimal places by clicking here, you say increase decimal, give you 7.1%. Okay. So for here, no, so that is it. And I'm going to show you a closer to home method of using this. Okay. Let's say that you invested, somebody came to you, you are going to receive $20,000 payment next week, but you need money right now. You're going to receive it by Friday next week, but you need money right now. So somebody says, okay, I'm going to buy up, give you $17,000 cash, but I will receive the $20,000 next week, not you anymore. Basically, he's buying the money eating from you. So when he does that, how much is he making from you? See? So you can do that by using this approach. From now till Friday next week means how many days? Today is Monday. Monday next week, so one day. From today to next week, Monday is 7 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Uh, 11 days. So you're gonna put 11 here. As I do it, please look at this answer here because it will recalculate it. 11 days. No payment, and the amount you're expecting is 20,000, right? But the person is giving you 18,000, 17,000, which is money leaving his pocket. So negative 17,000. How much is he making? He made 1.43% return on investment. Okay. So this is it. That's how to use. You can use this to calculate how much return you made on investment. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how to calculate the rate of return. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thank you. And I see you in subsequent lectures. Good night.